Facing the divisional frontrunner, this underperforming team receives an appeal to change their fortunes.
Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet of MLB 17, the show, Road to the Show with Theo Bonds, and this is episode 175, as we are getting ready for a series here against the Cleveland Indians, and a series that, well, it's a pretty much of a turning point here, because if we don't do well in this series, well, our chances of getting to the playoffs are going to be mighty slim. Now, we do have a chance to go in the playoffs. I shouldn't get too extreme, I guess, on that issue, because we do have one of the wildcard spots there if we continue playing well, or at least do halfway decent in the final month of the season. But we want the division. That was our goal from the very get-go of the beginning of this season. In order to do that, we're going to have to take out the Indians as quickly and as fast as we can in this series. We got to try to get at least 3 out of the 4 of this series here. Really, ideally, we like to get all 4, but let's think realistically. We can get 3 out of 4 of these guys here in Cleveland, and because they've been kind of seesawing here lately here. They've had a big winning streak there. They have 14 games there, and then kind of plateaued, and then they've kind of been winning games here and there. So we'll see what we can do against them here tonight. As Greg Norman will be on the heel there for them tonight here in this first game of this 4-game series. So we'll see how well we do here. And if we do well here tonight, then we have a great opportunity to do well in the next game. So game 1 of this series feels like almost a playoff atmosphere here at Progressive Field. And we'll see Bonds here. He'll hit that single there to left, and that will be a base hit there for him. I almost about to call the place Jacobs Field. Just right there shows my age, how old I am. I remember when it was called Jacobs Field. I remember when it first opened it up as Jacobs Field. But yeah, that's another day. That's another video for another time. But we'll see now Miguel up to bat here. We'll see what he can do as you take a look at his numbers there. 2-2 count here for Miguel, as Bond's going to go ahead and take off here, but no need to try to steal here because that's going to be a strikeout there, and Norman gets out of the inning. So Norman only gives up 2 hits there, and we'll see what he'll do later on here in the matchup between him and Bonds later on. But Andrés Cabrera now here up to bat. We'll see what he can do for his Cleveland Indians here. Of course, we're going to see some defense here from Bonds, as we'll see here. He'll go ahead and he'll snag this one. That one is going to go to first base. No problem there on the throw there. He's been a lot more accurate than he has been here in his throws here, but we'll see now here. 4th inning here. He'll swing and whiff on that one, and the Tigers will lead by 1 here, but unfortunately Bonds not able to really try to add anything to it, as now Carlos Santana will come up to bat here in the same inning in the bottom half of it, and we'll see it's now 2-0, as we'll see a 1-2 count now for Santana, and we'll see a ground ball there. Trying to turn for double play here, and I don't know what the deal was with the second baseman there. He could have easily turned that one. It might have been a tough one, but he should have turned it. So now we go to the 5th inning here. It's 4-0 now. Cleveland is trailing here, and they are trailing bad, as we'll see their ground ball there to first, and they will get Bonds out on that one, as Bonds cannot connect on that one. Now we'll see here in the 7th inning here, we'll see Bonds rips this one right down the third base line. This is going to go ahead and score a run. Bonds is going to go for 2, and he slides in there, no problem there, and he will get the RBI double there that he needed there. So now go to the 9th inning. We'll see what Bonds can do. 6-1 ball game, as Bonds rips this one past the third baseman, who cannot make a play, and he will go ahead and get a single there for him, as he's at first base. So first base now, 2-1 count now on Miguel Cabrera, and Bond's going to take off, and there he's going to steal second, and he does so. Nice jump there for him, and he will get in scoring position there, as now it's a 2-2 count now on Cabrera. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th here. Cleveland trying to get out of this inning here, trying to not create any more damage for themselves, and they do so as they strike out Cabrera, and Bonds, well, he won't get the steal there, as that'll retire the side. So it's 6-1 ball game, and that is going to be the victory for us here as we take game 1 of this series. Nice job there, and they will now have to get ready for game number 2 of this 4-game set, with the Indians coming up here tomorrow night. So they can rest easy here tonight, but tomorrow, well, that tension's going to be back because they'll have to try to win another one there and try to see if they can try to gain some ground now on the division leaders here. So Cleveland again, it's another wet night here. I'm almost want to say it's almost how we're going to feel if we don't win this series here coming up, because we're going to be bawling if we do not get a chance to win this game. Even though there's still plenty of baseball left, we still have another 2 weeks of the season to go. And not to mention, we play these same Indians at home. They're at Comerica Park there as our last 3 series of the regular season there in the first week of October. But this game right here is very important because we've got to win these games. As we go to the top of the first here, we'll see a pitch here for Bonds, and that slider gets away from him, and that is going to have him swinging there. Go to third inning now. Here we'll see a runner right there just at third base, just 90 feet away, and he'll hit this one. This will be a chopper there right in front of the pitcher, and the pitcher will make a nice play there to first. Nice job there, and of course the runner will not be able to score. So Nemeth now coming up to bat here. We'll see what he can do. And there you see the whatever that mascot is for Cleveland. We'll see him trying to put a jinx on us, or try to I don't know, give some kind of supernatural power to the batter here. But we'll see an 0-2 count with 2 outs, and we'll see this one being ripped right there to Bonds, and Bonds makes a nice throw there. Nice job there on that one to get on top of that one, and that will get out of the inning there. So after 3. No score just yet, as it's still a tied ball game. Same thing in the 5th as Bonds here pops this one up there. He gets underneath this one, and the right fielder is going to call everyone off on that one, as that's going to go ahead and end the inning. So still no score here after 5, as now we go to the 8th inning here. Cleveland leads it by 1, and Bonds finds a hit here. He drops that one to left center field, and that is going to find a spot there in a gap, and that is going to be good enough for a double there for him as he is on board. So there you see his 9-game hitting streak that he's had is a modest one there, and that was going to help out there. As you see Bud Norris here, he's going to have to give up the baseball here because he gave up a hit here, or a double to Bonds, and now he's going to have to go sit on the pine here and see who the next pitcher is that could possibly help him out here to make sure they hold on to those leads. So Eric Kokirk here, 64 games he's been in so far, 14-2 for the season. There you see his saves and his ERAs. And we'll see what they'll do now here against the hitter here. And we'll see that it's going to be close. Yeah, Bonds gets in there on time there. Nice steal there. And that is going to be a runner in scoring position now. So Leo Cooper now coming out to bat, or coming out to pitch here. They're going to change pitchers again because they don't feel comfortable about Coker. So now Cooper's now going to come in, and then you see a 3.73 ERA. And Solano now coming out to bat here is he's 0 for 3 now here for the day. And this could really be a big at bat for him if he can just crack one through the infield here. And that can drive in a run here and tie this ball game up, as he has a 2-2 count, 2 outs. And we'll see here, that one's going to get belted out there to shallow right field. That's going to bring in a run. That's going to tie it up here now. Nice job there from Solano as he gets the tie and run, brings in Bonds. But we'll see here that Cleveland will come back in extra frames, and they will win this one. Only needing a run to really win this one. And they'll win this one 2-1. So Johnny Fisk is your winner, or your player of the game there. 3 for 4 for the day for him. As for Bonds, 1 for 4 in the ball game, a run, a double, and a stolen base there for him. And of course, unfortunately, we get the loss there, so that puts us now 5.5 back there. Thought we was gonna make some ground here, but you know what? We got 2 more games to go. So now these are must-win games. I mean, really, truly, these are must-win games. We've got to win these 2 games. We cannot split the series, or we cannot let them come back and win this series 3-1 against us. Now, after we had great momentum in that first game here, Bonds and the team got together and said, hey, let's talk about this. This is what we need to do, what we need to focus in on. So we're going to be facing Robbie Erlin now, coming up to pitch here today. Let's go to the first inning here. We'll see what Bonds can do. 0-2 count. And we'll see the pitch here. And this one is going to be golfed right to the shortstop there to make the easy turn and the double play there, as that is a quick inning. Now, fourth inning now. We'll see here again. 0-2 count on Bonds. He looks for a pitch here. He's going to hit this one off to right field there. That's going to go high and deep. That's going to get off the wall. And that is going to be a home run, they say. It's going to hit off the top of the wall. And it's a 2-run shot for them. And that is Bonds' 100th, ladies and gentlemen, 100th home run of the season. This kid is putting a hurting on the baseball, as that goes 370 feet. Take a look at the replay here. See this one smoking right out of here, as Cleveland just cannot believe that they gave up a 2-run hit there from the power hitter. You would think they would walk him, especially in a situation, this game being important. And we'll see here that Bonds again rips this one there, and that one gets caught by the center fielder out there. Nice job there on getting on that one. That could have been easily a double or maybe even a triple there for Bonds, as the Cleveland Indians are trailing by 2. Now we'll see here, we'll see some defense now this time around from Bonds, as we'll see what he'll be able to do here defensively. Hopefully get a good throw there and try to get this last out here in the inning. 1-2 count now on the batter, as Bonds is we're being told it's going to be an off-speed pitch. So we'll see if we can get a hold of this one. And this one going to be a grounder there. Throw this one, and oh my goodness, we threw the bag. We threw him off the bag there. Not what we wanted to do there. That might come back to bite us in the butt. So now 2-2 game here, and the next at bat here for Bonds. And yeah, this one's going to be a high fly ball to right field here, and this might be it. My last chances there for Bonds to get up at bat, as he pops that one over to right field. So Bonds now gets another chance here to do something here, try to make things right here. As you take a look here at his last home run that he hit, and we'll see what he'll be able to do here in this at bat. So we go to the 9th inning now, and we'll see it's a 5-3 ball game. Bonds don't have to really do too much here, as they pretty much have a 3 or 2-run lead here, but this will be a high fly ball out there. Center fielder will track this one down in right or left center field, and that'll be it for the game, as the Cleveland Indians lose this one 5-4. Nice job there for the Tigers, as they pick up a 1-run victory. Nice indeed. And Bonds, of course, 1 for 5 in this one. He hit his 100th home run, the only hit that he had in this ball game here, and it was a 2-run shot there indeed. With of course, he scored also a run in the game. So nice job there, as the Tigers get the victory, and now have to set their eyes on game 4, the last game of this series here, and last chance now to try to make a push now for the division, because after this we don't play the Cleveland Indians until the very last series of the season. That'll be in the first week of October. So we'll have roughly about 2.5 weeks before we can see them again. And well, yeah, we're gonna have to try to win every single game. We got Boston coming up. We got Oakland. I think we got Texas. The Rangers are coming up here soon. So we got some pretty good teams that are actually doing pretty well for themselves. So we got to get things going for us right now as we get to game 4 of this series. So you see the starter pitching there, as he's on the hill here, and he's probably got a lot on his mind here today. He knows that this is a game that they got to try to split here to stop us from going on this momentum that we currently have. So Bonds now here, top of the first here, full count for him. He has a runner on first, and we'll see the pitch here, and this one's going to be ripped right there, shallow center field. That one's going to knock in there. Runner is going to go ahead and go from first to third there. Nice job of getting that base hit and moving the runner over into scoring position. And now he has 11 straight games now he has hit safely there on board. As now Cabrera's going to come up to bat here. We'll see what he can do, as he has runners on corners. Of course, Bonds there at first, and he has a 1-2 count here against him. And there you see that's going to be a strikeout, but Bonds is able to steal third, and the runner at third will remain at third. No scoring there on that one. As we go to the 3rd inning here now, and Bonds has 1 on board here. A 1-0 count in his favor here. Bonds rips this one there past the third baseman there. Too hot for him. And Bonds, of course, will get a base hit there. So now we go to the 5th inning here. We'll see what he can do. This one's get hit out there to right field. This is high and deep, but it'll get caught there for an easy out. So Detroit leaves one hanging there as we'll go to the 7th inning here. It's a 2-1 ball game. Detroit leading by 1, and we'll see that Bond's going to try to outrun this one. No, he cannot, and that is going to be it for the inning, as he cannot do anything with that base hit, or try to get a base hit there with that hit, as that was just a chopper. 3-1 now here, next at bat, and again the third shortstop there. Oh my goodness, seriously, you're going to snag everything I hit towards you? So he gets that one, and well, Tigers still lead it 3-1 with a 2-run lead. So we'll see what the Cleveland Indians can do, and they cannot do much as Detroit wins this series here, and they'll win this game 3-1, winning the series 3-1, and we'll also see that Bonds will be 2 for 5 in this game. He has stolen base, not much of impact from him, but overall the team played well here, I think, in this series here. Of course, we would like to win game 2. It'd been nice to be able to sweep this series, but hey, we'll take what we wanted. We wanted 3 out of 4. That's what we got, and that's what we're going to have to deal with here. So coming up here, as you take a look at his numbers there before we go, take a look at the final remaining portion of the schedule here, and you see we got Boston coming up. It's a weekend series against them at home. Then we are at home again with KC, and then again at home with Minnesota. Now remember, that Minnesota series we had previously, we got beat by them bad. We lost every single game there except for one there in Minnesota. Now we like to return the favor. This time they're going to be our house. So we have a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 game homestand coming up before we go back onto the road there. You see Oakland and Texas coming up. So very important series coming up, and we just can't take these other teams lightly. Now we got what we wanted. Now we got to keep going. We got to keep getting wins here and try to get back up and climb ourselves up through this ranking of the American League Central. So stay tuned for more Road to the Show with Theo Bonds here. It's just getting way dramatic here. Trying to get a playoff spot here. Want to win the division. If we don't win the division, well, we don't get anything. So it's all or nothing, and we'll see what we can do here coming up in this series. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and hit that subscription button so you can be a part of the ESGN Nation. Not to mention, don't forget to hit that bell notification for you guys to be notified when videos are coming out, like great series like Road to the Show here on ESGNet. Also, follow us on social media. Down below is our links to Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and Discord. Check us out there for the latest news and events on what's going on here on the channel, what's going on in sports gaming, and what is going on in sports in general. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and as always, keep yourselves each other healthy, and I will see you guys next time.